Hello everybody, how are we doing? My name is Onuoha Columbus, and I'm going to lead you in a nice topic that we all have been waiting for. A lot of people have been waiting for this topic. A lot of people have been asking me questions concerning what I'm about to teach you now. I'm so excited also. Whatever I'm teaching you now is not just from what I did from research. No, most of everything I'm teaching you here came from questions, random questions that people ask every time, especially my students and other artists. Other ones are from practicals. Most of things here are more experiential. My name is Onuoha Columbus, as I've said already, a hyper-realistic painter based in Dubai. So today we are dealing on some of the factors that affects our portrait painting. And specifically, today we'll talk about oil color. This video, I'm going to do it segment by segment because art is too vast. I cannot just compress it with just an answer. So this is like a part one of some of the factors that affects our painting, specifically portrait painting. Here we go. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I advise you go and subscribe. Just touch the button and subscribe so you can be getting the more videos that will be coming. You'll be getting the notification. You can put on the notification button also. So whenever I post, I don't have to tell you that I posted. And whatever I'm teaching you now, just listen to me, and I believe you will, after this video, you will come out happy from what you've heard from this video. I promise you this, and I'm sure whatever I'm teaching you here have helped a lot of people, including me myself. I myself have gone through challenges, so whenever I'm helping people come through challenges, it's like a road I've passed, and I am teaching people this is the way. This is the way. Don't follow this way. Follow this way. So that's what I'm doing. Although art has no limitations, there are many ways to express yourself. And remember, the definition of art is self-expression, expression through a given medium. So anyhow you express yourself is still art. But now we are dealing with some issues that have been affecting a lot of people in painting, especially portrait painting, and specifically oil painting. Let's go. One of these factors are foundational and technical factors that affect our oil painting. Let me put it the way people used to ask questions. People are like, I've done everything, I have all the colors, I have the best brushes, but I don't know what's wrong with my painting. I'm here to give you the answer, and I believe after this class you will be happy. Let's go. So what is factor? Factor are like facts. They're like things that affect. It's gotten from the word fact. So these are facts that affect what you are doing. So when we talk about foundation are the invisible structures that carry the visible structures. Let me give you a good example. When a building has a crack on it, if you bring a professional architect, you'll be surprised that they will leave what is wrong with the building and start going to the foundation. And these foundations cannot be seen. So whenever foundation has issue, it affects what is being seen. So in your painting, people are saying this, but this is the main thing. There are other things you did before this appeared. They are the problem you have, not this one. So number one of this foundational factor is reference images. Your reference images are very important. Because you love a picture doesn't mean it can be good for painting. Because the painting looks so easy for you or look like what you are looking for doesn't mean it will give you a good result in the painting. There are many things you need to consider about a picture. Number one is, what do you want to get? Number two is, look at the quality of that picture. You need to look at the picture that has details. Example, people that want to do hyper-realistic painting, and you are taking a picture that is so blur. So how can you do it? Are you doing magic? You need to come to the point of getting the right picture that has details. Pictures that when zoomed in, you will see more details, that by the time you are doing work, you are touching the wrinkles, the lines, the inner details. When picture is blurred, a lot of details are lost. So don't take it common. The problem you may be having on your picture or your painting or your portrait painting, go and check well. So most time they are from your reference picture, the choice of picture you choose. So we need to be so careful about this. We need to be mindful of this. We need to be so selective in pictures. Another one is, look for picture. As an artist, you need to have artistic eye in choosing a picture. Most time when clients give me work, I've turned down a lot of clients work proposal because of the reference picture. I don't take blur picture unless I will tell you, if this is only what you want, expect it to come as the picture. Understand? And if you want to help yourself as an artist, look for quality picture. Zoom in a picture and see whether it's blur. If it's blur, you can't get details. Inside the eyes, there are details inside the eyes. Unless you don't want to grow, you just want to be an average artist, no problem. I don't have any problem with you. We move to the next one. The next one is your sketch. Your sketch is a drawing. How do you make your sketch? Do you use freehand? Do you use projector? Do you use scale? No matter what you are using, make sure you're getting the right proportion. You see, whatever I'm telling you now, I'm going to do a separate class on each and every one of them. Like sketch is a subject on its own. I need to put a lot of effort. Look, people don't miss the right thing and they're rushing to the next level. A child has to crawl, stand, fall, stand again before they start moving. When they start moving, they start learning how to run. In the times of moving, they fall, stand again until they learn how to stand well. Understand? So there are stages of life. A lot of people don't know how to draw, but they want to paint. How can you achieve that? How can you escape the foundation and you want to get a good structure? Remember, if the foundation is faulty, believe me, there is nothing you can achieve. You need to get the foundation right. You must get the foundation right. I've seen a lot of people when they're doing painting or they're showing me their painting to give them correction. I'm like, how did you sketch these eyes? This eye is wrong. There's nothing you can do to get it right because the foundation, which is the sketch, was wrong. You need to get the proportion well. You need to study the elements and principles of art. You need to understand the balance. You need to understand the harmony. You need to have a good eye measurement. You need to tell yourself the truth. You can lie to everybody, but you can't lie to yourself. Don't be in a haste. This is a humble advice. Note this. Don't be in a haste to rush into painting. Get the drawing right. All the contours, don't escape them. Another thing I want to say is, whenever you start painting, trace out all those lines. Trace out all those lines that you made with your pencil or whatever you used to sketch. Trace all those lines out when you get them, because if you're not careful while painting, you may cover all those lines. Whatever I'm telling you now is very vital for you. If you use this, you'll be happy. So sketching, drawing is one of the foundational and very vital foundational effect. There's no way you can get a right painting if you get the wrong sketch. Can I say it again? There's no way to get a right painting when you have a wrong sketch, a wrong drawing. Foundation must be right. That's why I'm talking about on this video foundational factors that affect your painting, your portrait painting. I know why I'm using portrait painting. This is where people have a lot of issues. In abstract, you can do anything, nobody blames you. The next one, which is number 3, is the material used. The materials we use can affect it. What kind of materials are you using? What kind of canvas are you choosing? I'm not here to teach you about canvas. It's a totally another topic on its own. Canvas, how to know the best canvas. But my advice for you is try many canvases and know the best for yourself. And get a quality canvas. And texture of the canvas also matters. Another one is, how do you prime the canvas? You can't start an oil painting without priming your canvas. Okay, let me remove the word priming. Gezoing. You can use glue. You can use white glue. Common white glue you can get in the stationaries. You can use it to gesso your canvas. And this is always done after the sketch. Why do we gesso our canvas after sketching? So that when you are painting, the color, the pencil color, the pencil has a pigment. The pencil doesn't mix with the painting, with the color. If you are painting without gessoing your sketch, your canvas, you will notice when you are painting something like bright color, it's mixing with the pencil and it's dirtying your work. You may cover it later, but all those things give you stress. You don't need all those stress. So how do you prepare your canvas? All those things matters. You don't just buy a canvas, they tell you industrial prime is ready to use. You start using it. No, you need, no matter what, you need to cover it. That's why you see some people, before they start painting, they use brown to paint the canvas before they start the painting. All those things covers a lot of things for you. What people don't understand, it's not just a style. It's part of the work and it's part of the foundation. The foundation need to be done well. Thank you for that. So let's go to the next one. The next one here is, we talk about material used. The next one is the medium. Yeah. What medium do you use? What brand of colors do you use? My humble advice for you is stop using those cheap oil colors you buy, all those colors you see 32 pieces in one small thing you see in the stationery, all those bookshops and stationaries. All those things are for kids. As a professional painter, you can't use such thing. How do you expect to get good result with such thing, such materials? I'm not saying you have to buy the most expensive colors. There are normal colors that you can use. There are cheaper paint colors that you can use. I'm not doing advert for any brand here. When I'm dealing with colors, that's a topic on its own. I will talk about difference between different colors and different pigments. But I will advise you, look for artists around you. Look for the colors they are using. There are ones you can afford. All good paints are not costly. There are good paints that are, some of the costly paints are just overrated. That's the point. There are normal colors you buy. And I believe so much in practicing. I believe so much in practicing, because in practicing you will see the errors, you see what is good and what is not good. Sometimes we learn it well when we practice. Understand? Because the color that works for me may not work for you. There are colors people complain about, but it's working well for me. So look for the colors that work well for you. There are colors that respond so good. There are colors that dry so fast. So try and I would advise you, buy some colors, try them. There are cheaper ones. If you don't trust the bigger one, buy the smaller tube. Understand? Use it and do something. Practice. Forget about failing. One thing I know about anything in life is that failing is part of success. So don't be afraid to fail. Try many colors. If you notice, I'm not telling you use this or use that. I'm not mentioning any colors. But for you, buy some kind of paintings, different. Try them. Then you start knowing the canvas that works for you and also the paint that works for you. I don't know whether I'm getting you right, but I believe I'm getting you right, because this is something I've given to a lot of people, and I have watched them and see changes. Yeah. So another one I want to talk about is the thinner. What do you use to thin your color? Is it linseed? Is it turpentine? Is it petroleum? Is it spirit? Is it kerosene? Before I forget, please don't use kerosene to thin your paint. Don't do that. Why? It flows well, but the problem is it makes your work so dull. In fact, it's changed the viscosity. It changed the color component of your paint. You may not notice it immediately, but gradually it will be fading. It doesn't look so sharp and bright. Linseed oil is still the best. Turpentine is good, but not all turpentine. There are some turpentine that have the same chemical content with kerosene. Some turpentine have the same chemical content with kerosene, so it makes your work dull. But the best is linseed. You may use turpentine to start a painting, that is good. But for finishing, I advise you to use linseed oil. This is globally and generally proved. Linseed oil is the best. Why do we use linseed oil? Why do we prefer linseed oil? Not because it dries fast. I know they have the ones that dry fast. Not what we're talking about. Linseed oil. Do you know that oil paint is made with linseed oil also? Go and check what is used to make oil paint. Linseed oil is part of it. So linseed oil, when you put it, it helps you to balance it well, to make it more watery the way you like or whatever. And also when it's dried, the paint doesn't look so dull. It's still looking like glossy. Those glossy effect is very needed in your paintings. Understand? Don't make your painting after when it dry look like shock, dry shock, and it looks so shocky that you don't feel the painting. I've seen a lot of people that even use linseed oil after the painting. They just rub linseed oil on top of it just to get that glossy effect. So linseed oil is one of the best. For me, it's the best. I don't know about you. There are good turpentines and all that stuff, but the best thinner you can use for your painting is linseed. Yeah. And what else am I talking about? Because I don't want to talk too much here, because I have part 2 of this video. In the part 2, we will learn more. So another factor that affects our painting is the brushes we use. There are different kinds of brush, and I will advise you to use the brush that suits you more. Maybe the person that taught you how to paint gave you some kind of thing. This is the brush for this. There are different brushes can be used for other things also. There is no limitation about brushes. I would also advise you practice with different brushes and have that experience by yourself. Fan brushes can do many things, but some people think fan brushes is just for hair. No, fan brushes can also be used to do detailing on the face. Understand? So buy different kind of brushes, practice them, use them. I always tell people you learn more from practice, not by talk. Most of my videos are more practical than just talk. Buy brushes, use them. The other day I was telling someone there is no bad brush. The person is like, what? I said, those things you call bad brush, there are some kind of textures, they work well. Any brush you can see can work well on somewhere. I bought this brush you are seeing now, I bought this brush somewhere, and I hated the brush. I didn't like it. But recently, I just used it for something else. I was surprised what this brush is giving me. This particular brush, this is not a story, this is this brush. I bought it a lot, but it was cheap. So also I would advise you, try and have quality brushes also. What Quality Tools does for you is there's what we call work made easy. That is what we call work made easy. Buy quality brushes and also buy the cheaper ones. The cheaper ones have where they function, but you see those quality ones, buy them also. You see the difference by where you're working. There are some things that cannot be explained to you until when you use it. It's like when I tell you the feelings I have from kind of some brands of oil color. You can never understand it until you touch it, until you do it by yourself. You see the flow. So most of things about art, paintings are more experiential than talking. That's why a lot of people speak good English, but their work doesn't reflect what they are speaking. Yeah. So I think this is where I'll stop in the brush, because I have another class for just brush. Everything I've touched here, I have a specific class for all of them. But I'm just listing the factors that affect us in portrait painting. So the next one I'm going to now is the lightning. Light, L-I-G-H-T. Your lightning, poor lightning can never give you a good painting. You need to study what is color and know where color comes from. Without light, there's no image. Without light, there is nothing like image. So the foundation of image is from light. I'll give you a second, just close your eyes and tell me what you can see. You can see nothing than darkness. Anything you see, anything about vision, image, all of them originated from light. That's why in photography, they teach you more about lightning, or videography, they teach you more about lightning than photography itself. The foundation of photography and videography is more of lightning. If you can use your lightning well, then the other ones are minor. They are very easy to handle. So lightning is more important in art. What kind of light do you use? Daylight is the best light, but I will tell you this. I will applaud you and I will suggest for you to have an artificial lightning. Artificial lightning, it must be a white light. Why do you need artificial lightning? Because daylight can change. It can be sunny and the next time it's getting dark. My question is it when it gets dark you can't paint? What if you want to paint in the night? That's why you need to set in your studio a standard light. I know lightning is another topic, but I want to tell you this can affect your work. Poor lightning, poor results. If you have poor lightning, you have poor results. You don't use colored lightning in painting. We use white daylight bulb to paint. What I'm telling you now is very important. Very, 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 very important. If you forget everything, don't joke with light. Maybe all your problem has been light. You don't know. One day I was painting on a corridor for my friend, not even my painting. And as it was getting darker, as the weather was changing, the painting was not coming out the way it was coming out. I was feeling it was from the color or maybe something else. After I realized it's light, I have to take the painting inside, set a standard light, and start like redoing the work. And everything came out well. Daylight is perfect, but I advise you to look for an artificial light that you can set like daylight that will be steady for you whenever you want to paint. You set it. Okay, I'm not teaching about light today, but I'm just telling you the factors that can affect your work. I cannot just say light without explaining it. But light that affects your work is divided into two. The light that you use to see your work and the light in your work. Most time when we are painting, we forget about the source of light. What I mean by the source of light is, when you are painting, you need to check where is the light coming from. Not the physical light now, but in the image, in the reference image. When you see a blue in the side of a painting, you don't ask yourself, why is blue in someone's face? Okay, I'm happy this video I'm making now has an effect of red by this side. You can see red coming from this side. If you take a picture of me, there is an effect of red here. And I think that's real yellow here. Because of the light, the reflection of light by the side. So if you're painting it, those red need to come out. These are the things you consider when you are painting. This is not even foundational, but I'm just putting it in the light part of what I'm saying. And I think I will end the class here. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any question, you can write it on the comment section, and I will respond to you. Okay? Yeah. And if you want to subscribe for my art class, message me on Instagram or on TikTok. Yeah. And also you can join my TikTok live. I always paint. You can see what I'm doing there, and you can learn a lot of things there. Yeah. We grow by helping one another. Thank you for this life. Shukran.